Welcome to my channel Physics Spark. Hello everyone. Myself Dr. Meenakshi. I am here because I love to teach physics. You can find me at physicsbasic2020@gmail.com. Feel free to contact me. If you like the video, please share it and also subscribe my channel. So let's start today's video. Now today we will discuss about Newton's rings. It is the most important topic basically for graduation and post-graduation students. The Newton rings that looks like a circular rings with concentric circles. Now we will study the detail. Newton's ring is a phenomena in which an interference pattern is created by the reflection of light between two surfaces, a spherical surface and an adjacent touching flat surface. Here it is a interference pattern, or you can say it's an interference phenomena, and the interference takes place between two surfaces, that is a spherical surface and that is a flat surface. When a plano-convex lens with its convex surface is placed on a plain glass plate, an air film of increasing thickness is formed between the two. The thickness of the air film is 0 at the point of contact. Here this is convex lens and this is the, you can say, the convex surface of lens, and it is in contact with the plain glass plate. And when these two surfaces are in contact, then an air gap, or you can say air film, is formed. And with the increasing thickness of the air film, we can say we will get the concentric rings portions. Now when we look with a monochromatic light means single color light, whichever single color, like you can say sodium light which is of yellow color, then Newton's ring appear as a series of concentric alternating bright and dark rings centered at the point of contact between the two surfaces. But when we see with the white light, then it forms a concentric ring pattern of rainbow colors. Why? Because white light consists of 7 different colors and each color has different wavelength. So according to wavelength, the interference pattern changes, and due to the change in the interference pattern, which depends on the wavelength of the light, we get a concentric rings of color rainbow color. Now this is the experimental setup of Newton rings. Here L is a plano-convex lens. Here this L is a plano-convex lens of large radius of curvature, and this lens with its convex surface is placed on a plain glass plate P. This is plain glass plate P. The lens makes contact with the plate at point this is the point where this glass makes a contact with this. Light from an extended monochromatic source. Here we have taken a monochromatic source. Monochromatic source means a white single color source. That's why we have taken a sodium lamp. Falls on a glass plate which is placed at 45 degree with the vertical. Glass plate reflects normally a part of incident light towards the air film and glass plate. When the light comes from this, it will falls to this plate. Now here we have two arrows, downward and upward. The downward arrow shows that light is transmitted and upward arrow shows that light is reflected after touching the, or you can say after hitting the light at the surface. Clear? These two reflected rays interferes and give rise to an interference pattern in the forms of circular rings. Now for more detail of the experimental setup on Newton rings, you can click on the link given in the description below. Now the big concept is how Newton rings are formed. Newton rings are formed due to interference between the two waves reflected from the top and bottom surface of the air film formed between the glass plate. Means here the air film, the interference between the two waves takes place and we get the Newton's ring. This is, we see how this is formed. Now AB is a monochromatic ray of light which falls on the system, this which touch the air film, and a part is reflected at C that is glass air boundary, and goes out as a ray 1 without any phase change. Other part is refracted along CD. Means when the light comes from this A to B, then it is coming from air and lens, it is another medium. So there will be a refraction of the light, that when light comes from one medium to another medium, it refracts. So it will go refraction under portion CD. Now at point D, it is again reflected, goes out as ray 2, but here is the phase change of pi. The ray 1 and 2 produce interference. Clear? The path difference is 2 mu t cos r plus lambda by 2. Here mu is the refractive index, t is the thickness of the air film, r is the radius of the curvature, and lambda is again you can say the wavelength of the light we are using. But for air film, mu is equal to 1, and for normal incidence means for a perpendicular incidence, r will be 0. So the path difference will become 2t plus lambda by 2, and at the point of contact, here means at this point, at the point of contact, the t is equal to 0, that is thickness is equal to 0. So path difference is lambda by 2. You can say which is the condition of minimum intensity. So the central spot is dark and other spots are concentric light colors. Now there are two methods by which Newton rings are formed. First is Newton rings by reflected light. Here we will discuss only the diameter of the bright ring and the dark ring. For detail, you have to check the description box and you have to click on the link given in the description box for more details. Now here diameter for bright ring, d is equal to 2 lambda r into 2n minus 1 under the root. So lambda and r, here r is the radius of curvature of spherical surface, lambda is constant because sodium light gives the fixed wavelength. So here diameter for bright ring depends on, or you can say the directly proportional to 2n minus 1 under the root. That is diameter for bright ring is proportional to odd number of multiples. Similarly, for a dark ring, d is equal to 2 under root n lambda r. So diameter is directly proportional to under the root. This is the case of when we get the Newton's ring by reflected ray. We have discussed that Newton rings are formed by reflection or transmission. Now Newton rings by transmitted light. When the light transmitted, then diameter for a bright ring is d is equal to n lambda r, that is d is proportional to root n, and for dark ring d is directly proportional to 2n minus 1 under the root. Here the conditions are totally different. The condition for bright ring is different in transmitted and in reflected light. So don't confuse it. For again I am asking for more details, please visit the, you can say the link given in the description box. Thank you for all. Thanks very much.